Budget Blinds. Visit their showroom or call today for a free in-home consultation.
And Moses joins us on our desk for our first look at sports. And the Lloydminster AAA Bandit Pipeline Bobcats are continuing to ride their wave of success this season.
You know, it's been an impressive run. I know they had their recent streak snapped by the Calgary North Stars, but if you look at their record, they're 11-2, and of course entering uncharted waters with that record. Nicole Stilger has more on the team's stellar start.
The Bobcats have a lot to be proud of so far this season, earning the top spot in the Dodge division with 22 points and an impressive record.
To be 11-2, it's quite an accomplishment, really. I thought, so far this season the boys have worked really hard in practice and it's carried over to games.
Despite the well-deserved success, Clayton says they have to make sure they don't get too comfortable, a problem that's been creeping in the last few games and resulted in the loss to the North Stars.
I didn't think we played with enough jam the first two periods. We were complacent, getting shots from the outside, and I thought third period we kind of played like the old Bobcats, getting into the greasy areas, dirty areas, third period to turn it on kind of thing, and we've got to learn from that.
Among the talented roster are two starting goalies who Clayton says are big reasons for the team's success.
I'm a big believer if we have good goaltending, it leads to success, and we do have two good goalies. They've made some big saves for us.
Where you have a really good team in front of you, it's pretty easy to play in front of that when D-man are boxing out, and you just have to worry about your own game.
Oddly enough, the first-ranked Bobcats don't have any standout point producers. Rather, it's the collective effort that's given them the edge.
We're going to wear teams down with our depth because we can roll the four lines. Anyone we can put out there, they'll score goals for us. So I think that's, I'd rather have that instead of one or two lines.
Goals and points are nice all the time, but we try to keep that behind us and just get the W, I guess.
For now, all focus is on the weekend as they try to redeem themselves Saturday on home ice against the North Stars. Then it's off to Leduc on Sunday to face the Oil Kings.
Hopefully Saturday against the North Stars, we show them what the real Bobcat team is like.
They're a team that is definitely beatable if we get our feet moving early and hit them back, because they are definitely physical. And so if we lay the body, I think they'll be a team that we can for sure beat.
Nicole Stilger, Newcap Sports.
Sticking with those AAA Bobcats, they also got some good news last week as they've been invited to the Max AAA tournament in Calgary.
My manager was the first one to find out, and he gave me a call and told me. I was pretty excited for the boys. They've worked hard start of the season, and it's a great honor for them. I let them know in the morning. They're pretty excited.
After coming off such a good start, then getting rewarded by heading to the Max, and hopefully we can go down there and show everyone that we're a winning team and go play in the Saddle Dome in the finals.
He called us into the room before practice. We were all out on the ice skating around, and he told us to all go to the room and told us, and we were all ecstatic out in the room, and it's going to be a huge experience for all of us.
The tournament gets underway December 26th with the final on New Year's Day. Now, the accolades continue to pour for the Lloydminster Bobcats goaltender. Alex Leclerc was named Goalie of the Week for the second time this season. Leclerc was clutch again in two games this past weekend, posting a shutout Friday and following it up with a 2-1 overtime win the next night. The 20-year-old leads all AJHL goaltenders with a 1.53 goals against average and a .944 save percentage and 4 shutouts.
Definitely the word is out that he's one of the top goaltenders in Western Canada, and I think he's proving that each and every time he plays. I had a head coach today call me and say, just finding him alone's got to be worth, that's got to be the recruitment of the year. And let's face it, we're fortunate to get him, and we're very pleased to have him with us.
Leclerc was absent from practice Monday. He sprained his hand on Saturday, but Gord Thibodeau does not believe it's serious. He isn't expected to miss any games. Now, the Cats are idle tonight, but the Bonnyville Pontiacs are in action. Just one of two games on the sched. They face the Whitecourt Wolverines at RJ Lalonde Arena. Puck drop is at 7:30. Welcome back, everyone. It was an historic day for softball here in the border city. Both Softball Lloydminster and the Lloydminster Minor Ball Association have merged to form a new organization. They'll be known as the Lloydminster Amateur Softball Association. The reason behind the move was to elevate the sport with the success of the Lloydminster Blues younger age groups and the more competitive Rebels U16 and up teams.
We have great coaching, and definitely Tracy and Brett will be an advantage for those younger groups coming up, and just to be able to have that talent base moving up in the ranks. I think it's going to be great for our national and Western competitiveness in the future.
2 years ago, we started talking with each other and trying to get things organized. There's only a certain pool of players that you have in a community this size, and with having two organizations fighting over the same kids, now they're all into one organization where you can build and grow off of that.
The program will also have a new name. They'll be called the Liners, in honor of the great junior men's fastball team from the 80s and 90s.
Everybody knew of the importance of the name, knew how important it is for the community, and there was no other names actually brought forward after that.
Really bringing it back to the roots of that highly competitive softball era. We really feel that by combining these two organizations, I think we can get back to that national championships and go from there.
The new team will get together at the end of this month with the start of winter camps. LASA will also hold an information night for those wanting to know more at the Service Sports Center Sunday at 7 o'clock. Now to some Major League Baseball news to tell you about. The Toronto Blue Jays officially announced the re-signing of pitcher Marco Estrada this morning. Estrada was the Jays' most consistent pitcher throughout the season and was a vital part of their success. He went 13-8 with an ERA over 3. The deal sees him remain in a Jays uniform for the next 2 years, worth $26 million. Estrada says there's no doubt where he wanted to sign.
One of the reasons I wanted to come back was because I knew we had most of the team coming back, and I feel it's a pretty strong team to begin with. I think even if they left it alone, we're going to do pretty well this next year. But I'm sure they're working on stuff, and you know, luckily I'm not the GM because I don't have to do what he's doing. But yeah, I'm sure they're going to pick up a few guys here and there. I'm not really sure. It's his job, not mine, and I'm just getting ready to play.
Now, the game of hockey doesn't start and end on the ice. There's plenty of off-ice training that is required. And the Lloydminster Bobcats make sure that they're doing everything they can off the ice to become successful. Drew Miller takes a look at the Bobcats training at Cujo Conditioning in this week's Beyond the Boards.
Power, strength, and conditioning. 3 things that are essential in hockey.
Being strong, being powerful is going to help you out in all your game if you're a goalie, if you're a defenseman, if you're forward. So keeping these guys strong is the biggest thing that we are focusing on.
For Curtis Johnson, his role at the Bobcats is one that cannot be taken for granted.
Gord and Gary's job is to prepare them on the ice, system-wise, when it comes to the teams. And Jeff and myself, we're here to help them out when it comes to, how their bodies are feeling, if they're up to 100%, competing on the weekends.
Coming here, we work hard, and I think it shows on the ice for sure how hard we work.
Strength and conditioning is a necessary step in staying healthy for these cats.
You work different muscles in here, and it prevents injuries on ice because we do preventative work like strengthening our hip flexors and shoulders, so it helps in the long run with injuries later on in the season.
The team trains twice a week. The motivation to continue working hard has not been an issue.
But these guys, you can tell by their character and why they've been on an 11-game winning streak, why they're first in the league, is because they want to do the little things to be successful, and those little things add up into the success on the ice.
Well, as you can see, I'm pretty sweaty. We worked hard today, that's for sure.
Drew Miller, Newcap Sports.